Good night, Professor. I'm Gerson Joseph Pinilla Ortega. My code is 2221022, and this is my video record reflection. First, I want to apologize because maybe isn't gonna be my best presentation because I really freaky. I like to be really organized and to know from memory what to say. So this is gonna be kind of complicated, but I would try to do it. So how do you feel on this course? Well, I really like this course because we learned a lot. I love that the classes didn't feel like classes, but rather than a reflection of how we want to be as future teachers, and I really appreciate that. I also appreciate that in the most complicated topics, you took a more neutral position because some professors say like I like to teach critical thinking, but the classes don't feel that way. It feels like they are teaching an ideology rather than critical thinking. And I really appreciate that you took a neutral position in all the classes. What do you think are the main learnings, outcome challenge, questions, and tensions after taking this course? Well, the main learning or outcome for me was that I didn't know that we should and we can teach English from a more social perspective rather than just teaching the subjects like grammar or the abilities like grammar, speaking, listening, but that we can include the different social topics of interest. That was really that was shocking for me because I have never think that we as teachers could like teach that in class. Also, that was also one of the main challenges because it is not that easy to include a social topic into the curriculum. That was kind of what you were trying to teach us, and I really appreciate that because it was mind changing for me. How relevant was this class in your process of becoming a language professional? Well, it was really relevant because we already know the approaches and the methods that are usually used to teach, but I have never heard of those social new transformation methods or approaches. And I have talked with other professors, and they don't know how to do that. They don't really have this knowledge, and it's really it's like an advantage for us. So what suggestions do you have for this class in the future? Well, for suggestions, no. No, I like the classes how they are. I think that they are really organized. Maybe you could do more interventions. Maybe because of the time we couldn't do it, but it could be really interesting to know if we can really produce a change in the way the students think. And that was one of the main questions I have for you because do you think we can really make a change in work? I know you do think that because how you teach and how you approach your students, but sometimes I feel that we are really insignificant and that it is not really worth it. But I would like to know your point of view on this. And finally, self-assessment. What grade from 1 to 5 would you give yourself from this class? Well, I would give me a 4.8. Yes, because I did all the work, and more than that, I learn. And I think that's the point of this kind of courses. So have a nice vacation.